What's up, loungers? I hope everybody is doing as great as I am on this Saturday. And yes, you guys, it's this Sunday. And yes, you guys just saw a brand new series that will be coming out effective on July the 20th. Okay. The reason for that date is because this will be exactly 10 business days after today. Okay. Where YouTube did, in fact, send her a counter notification from me. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. We're not going to be very long today, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on and also introduce you guys to the idea of if you want to be interviewed by me, you most definitely can. I already have 4 interviews already set aside, okay, for you guys. And I am very excited to put this information out to not only to our sector, for people who haven't really heard of some of these stories, but to other people in other sectors too, since Anti is out here definitely trying to, reinvent herself and pretend that she's not the person that she's been. Okay. So we are definitely going to talk about these things, get deep into these things. I am also going to tell my story. So that will be a 5th story that we'll be telling. And then there are, I'm sure, multiple other people who are willing to tell their story as well. I do have at least 2 people in mind that I'm looking for, that I will be reaching out to myself. But again, if you guys are interested in, being a part of it, I will put my email address here. Hold on one second. Okay. So you guys most definitely can send me an email and let me know if you are interested in interviewing in regards to the Surviving the AFW series, okay? This does not have to be just anti-Afro. This can include Rev G. This can include anybody, Stargate, anybody that's been a part of that group, right? I know that she's not really, isn't a core member of the AFWs, but she's definitely one of them people that goes out and runs little errands for Anti, okay? So, if you want to talk about her, if you want to talk about Binary, if you want to talk about Anti, if you want to talk about Rev G, if you want to talk about anything concerning the AFWs that has truly affected your life, most definitely reach out to me, and we will be doing a series on them starting July 20th, okay? So I just wanted to let you guys know. Let's go ahead and get started with today's show. We're not going to be very long, but I did want to share with you guys the counterclaim that I did send out to Anti. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. So I hope everybody is doing great on this Sunday. Chakra King Black, I appreciate you being in the building. Riz Lyricist, the Godson, I do appreciate you as well. You said, I'm ready. All right now. You say, what's up, the Chakra? And Josephine, definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said, God Rising Family, Positive Vibes, Conflict Resolution. That's right. Hey, Redbone with the new money, definitely appreciate you being in the building. And everybody's just kind of saying hey to each other. You said, wait, what, July 20th? Yes, that's the date of the first series where we will be doing the first interview. Will be July 20th at 8 p.m., okay? So make sure that you guys are subscribed. For those of you that send out my channel, the Miss T Pre-channel, make sure that you're sharing out the Black Lounge Divine channel, because this is where I do all my uploads. I don't do anything on that channel. Every now and then I might do an upload there, every once in a year or so. So I don't do much over there, but if you are sharing the channel, make sure you're sharing this channel out, because this is the channel where we will be doing this series. Okay. What's up, Ray Triggs? Definitely appreciate you for being in the building. Charles, I appreciate you for being in the building as well. And you said nice. Hey, Divine Seven, definitely appreciate you for being here as well. Propane Oaklane, I appreciate you. You said, goddamn, I just woke up and this sounds like I'm in hell. I'm back in the bushes, child. You know I got to get dramatic with the shit, okay? You know I got to get dramatic. You said, I survived AAS in the chat, okay? If you want to talk about that, let us know, because we have some chat stories about her as well, okay? But particularly, I wanted to talk about how, you know, some of the things that she has done has really affected people's lives, has attempted to affect people's livelihoods and this kind of thing. Because again, she tries to make herself like she's some victim of everybody, when in actuality, she's just nuts, okay? And she's always tried to come for somebody's livelihood. And it's just crazy at this point. So we're going to go ahead and break that shit wide open and go ahead and expose this chick and her crew, okay? So again, like I said, if you got issues with Rev G, if there's issues with Remix, Stargate, anybody that's surviving and surrounding these people, you know, Conscious Energy, any of these people that are surrounding them, most definitely we are going to talk about them. This is not just completely directed to Anti. Now, I do know that Anti is the head of the snake, right? But at the end of the day, you know, she has quite a couple of different minions running around that have created quite the chaos for some people. So we are definitely going to talk about them as well. Make a change. I appreciate you for being in the building. What's up, YouTube cameras? I appreciate you being in the building. You guys go over and subscribe to YouTube cameras. I definitely did watch you and Sassy this morning. That was really funny. Shout out to you guys. Josephine just laughed, and everybody's saying hey to the mods and chats. Okay. All right. So I think everybody's just saying hey to each other. And what I want to do now is just kind of show you guys a email that I received from YouTube. What's up, Mia Carter? Appreciate you being in the building. An email that I received from YouTube, just letting me know what the next steps are in regards to this matter. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to tell you guys now. Anti-Afro, actually, specifically, it was her. She sent a copyright strike to my channel. You said she's a master manipulator. My whole thing about that is, how are people so naive and gullible? Yeah, it's crazy. And we're definitely going to talk about that. I'm going to get into some of that too. As a matter of fact, I can do some of that today in regards to how people fall for cults. Hold on one second, guys. So we'll get into a little bit of that today and just kind of talk about some of those things, because that is a thing, right? And unfortunately, the AFWs are, in fact, a cult. I was talking about this the other day with a friend of mine on how to spot what a cult is and how you can tell whether somebody's involved in a cult or not. Let me see real quick. One moment, guys. All right, so we're going to pull up some cult characteristics and some of the things that happen within cults, and how you kind of know if somebody is a part of a cult or not. I did specifically speak about the bite model a long time ago when I was talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses and how that authoritarian control is very, very prevalent in most cults, okay? And so we'll talk about a little bit of that today as well. But really what I wanted to do was show you guys the email that I did get from YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and present my screen to you guys. Bear with me just a moment, because what we're not going to do is have this bitch running around pretending that this is not the case, okay? So for those of you who do not know what has happened, what has happened is Anti has, in fact, tried to send a copyright strike to my channel based on the video that I did, on Binary the other day, okay? Just warning the beef sector in regards to, his bullshit, okay? Number one, I always feel like this. If somebody wants to send like copyright strikes and stuff like this over commentary, generally it's because they're so afraid of the truth being out there, okay, that they want to try to suppress the truth. This is something that is signature to the AFWs, okay? They always want to suppress the truth, no matter what, okay? This is why they do things like try to take over people's channels, try to take over people's chat rooms and so forth and so on, so they can control narratives that are going out. Okay, they want to make sure that they are, suppressing the truth and putting out what their truth is, okay, or what they want you to believe is the truth. And they do that as much as they can. Okay, this is why they've taken over certain certain channels, such as Remix's channel, such as Photon's channel, and some other places. Okay, where they kind of just they rule the space, and they decide what's being said and what's not. They start off with just spamming your chat with a whole bunch of lies until either the content creator pushes back on them, or they just finally they realize they're not getting any traction. Okay, usually the content creator will push back on them, and then they will then they'll try to they'll either exit the scene, but that person will become the biggest enemy in the world. They'll start doxing them, putting out their family information and all this stuff, just simply because that content creator won't allow them to take over their chat. Okay, let's talk with Slander God. That happened with Slander. Okay, that also happened with Propane, when neither one of them allowed the anti-fraud warriors to take over their chats and take over their their content. They basically became the worst enemy in the world. Next thing you know, Remix was out here lying about Propane, saying that he had a naked picture of some man in his photo, trying to claim that was Propane. It was all kinds of weird shit that Remix was doing, and that the AFWs be doing. So they just do all kinds of weird stuff if you just simply disagree with them, or you don't allow them to take over your space. Okay, so what I wanted to do today, after I received this copyright strike from her, she thought, because in her mind, this is what they have done. They have used tactics like this against content creators to suppress content creators from speaking the truth. Okay. And a lot of times content creators in our space have not wanted to counter copyright claims, because, if you give out a copyright claim, you have to give out your information to the person that sent the copyright. Okay. You have to provide your address, you have to provide your full government name, and you have to provide a phone number. Okay. So what happened to me a couple of years ago from Anti-Afro was she actually doxed me. Okay. She put out information about me to another content creator in our sector, who we now cool. Okay. Me and her are cool. And, we both have an understanding of what happened. She explained to me how she got a hold of this information and who gave it to her. Okay. It was Anti that passed information over to Rev G about my family and about me, and then passed that information to someone in our sector. That person, when we were beefing, we had our little issue. Okay. But ultimately, I've already been doxed to the sector. Okay. Any address that you have for me is an address that I always use for anything in the world. If I have something being delivered or something along those lines, because I live very close to this address, and this is an address of a family member. Okay. YouTube has this address and everything. So it really doesn't matter at this point, whether or not Anti would receive a counterclaim from me, and I would have to give her, actual information. So that's what I did. I gave her a counterclaim on this, and I'm going to read to you guys what I actually said. I said this video was, and this was what I put. This video was my own content produced in 2024. I made commentary on this video regarding a matter set forth by a different content creator. This commentary is protected under fair use, which is a legal doctrine in the United States that allows limited use of copyrighted material without a copyright holder's permission. It's intended to promote freedom of expression and can include uses such as commentary, criticism, news reporting, quotes, research, scholarship, and teaching. After careful consideration, as well as legal counsel, I do believe this video is protected under the fair use copyright law. Therefore, this counter shall serve as evidence that such claim of copyright violation is incorrect and should be removed, as well as the video re-uploaded. I also would like to make note that any commentary given on said video was not extracted from any resources of Anti-Afro Svengali or Andreas Stewart, okay? And then they make you swear under penalty of perjury that in good faith you believe that the material was removed due to a mistake or misidentification of material to be removed or disabled, and I consent to the jurisdiction of the Federal District Court for the district in which my address is located, or if my address is outside of the United States, the judicial district in which YouTube is located, and will accept service of process from the claimant, okay? So what I'm expecting Anti to do, because what they let me know she had to do, it says, thank you for your counter notification. It has now been forwarded to the claimant that submitted the copyright removal request. Now that the counter notification has been sent to the claimant, they have 10 U.S. business days from this date to respond. The date the claimant must respond with evidence that they're taking legal action against you to keep the content at issue from being reinstated to YouTube. And then you can learn more about the legal action the claimant must take in the Help Center. After 10 business days, if we do not get a response from the claimant, your content will be reinstated to YouTube. Also, the associated penalties on your channel will be cleared, okay? And then it says, keep in mind that a counter notification is a legal request. As a result, YouTube must process the counter notification in accordance with the law. This process can take some time, so we kindly ask your patience during this process, okay? And then it says, when there are updates on the status of your counter notification, we'll reply to this email to let you know. You can also check the counter notification status in your YouTube studio. In the meantime, if you have more information or want to share with us about your counterclaim, your counter notification, you can reply directly to this email, okay? So we are going to be waiting for Anti-Afro to go ahead and file in court proof that this video that I played the other day in regards to binary code is copywritten material that belongs to her and that I can be sued for over in court, okay? So we're waiting to be served by the court, as well as to have this information served to YouTube so that YouTube knows that there has been a notification sent by the court, okay? And I'm looking very much forward to that because I would love to meet you in person, Anti. Also, I would love to receive your information as well, okay? So we're looking for that information to come out very soon. And, we'll see what happens from there. But in the meantime, guys, we are just kind of waiting in the wind and just kind of waiting for all this to kind of, come back into play, okay? And the 19th of the month will be exactly 10 business days from today, okay? That is 10 business days from today. So starting on July 20th is why we will be doing the Surviving series starting on July 20th, okay? Where I will be playing that video again, I will also be playing a video for you guys that Anti has recently tried to get with a privacy complaint, okay? The privacy complaint came from a video that I did months ago, probably about a year ago now. I don't remember the exact date on it, but it was probably about a year ago where this video that I did on Anti, where we were trying to look for her because she had been so elusive to the sector for so many years while she was doxing everybody in the sector, for no reason, for that matter. And then finally, when we did get a hold of some pertinent information about her, we began to share that with one another. So one of the things that I shared with her, because Anti is in fact a licensed marriage and family therapist, okay, which is like completely against rules when it comes to the therapy field in regards to being a Svengali, somebody that will play mental mind games with people, play psychological games with people. These are things that are ethically wrong in regards to her and in regards to her profession. We decided to share public information about her, which is one of them is her NPI number, which is a public number that any medical professional has. Okay, so therapists have them, psychiatrists have them, any doctor of medicine has one, and so forth and so on. Okay, and there's some others that have NPI numbers as well. But she does have an MPI number that has followed her and will follow her for the rest of her life. No one else will ever have that MPI number. Probably maybe millions of years from now, right? But either way, no one in this lifetime will never have that MPI number except her. And we released that information to the public. And Anti kind of sat on that for probably about a year until she thought she can finally get me. That's kind of the things that they like to do. They like to sit on information and wait and wait and wait, and then come out, of the lion's den somehow and strike you, years later or months later, okay? When they think that, you're least expecting it. But YouTube sent me an email and just let me know that they received a complaint, but, they don't really feel like this is really a big thing. So they're not removing the video. If I feel like I want to remove the video, I can, but I don't necessarily have to, because so far they haven't found where it's actually violating someone's privacy, okay? Because an MPI number is not protected information. It's just not, okay? A social security number is. There is some PPI, like phone numbers and some other things that you can put out that very well may be considered like PPI, but MPI number is just not that, okay? It's just not protected information, and so therefore it doesn't fall under privacy guidelines, okay? So we will be playing that video again as well as some other information that now that we know she's striking, because I've gotten other strikes from her from previous videos as well. Now that we know that she's striking these videos, we know that we're getting under this bitch's skin. We know that we're moving this chick, right? We're going to go ahead and play them again, because now we know we're on the right track. We know we have the right person. We know we're in the right place, okay? So we're definitely going to put out all of the information that she has been striking that YouTube has not taken down, okay? And then we're, of course, when this video comes back up, that is a video that we will be celebrating as coming back up and talking about as well. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and kind of explain to you guys what is going on, why you don't see the video about binary up, but how that video will be back up and running within 10 business days. And I know it will, because it is not subject to copyright law, okay? So I just wanted to share that. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how people fall into cults, because I see that there is some commentary in the comment section in regards to that, and how, people are just kind of like, how do people fall into this kind of stuff? How do people get into, into these kind of relationships with people and stuff like this? And so there's a few variables to how people fall into cults. And I do want to talk a little bit about that, okay? So there are some things that make you susceptible to recruitments by cults. And some of those would be like generalized ego weakness or emotional vulnerability, okay? Which is something that you may see in some of these people that are involved with the AFWs. Like, let me give you an instance, Stargate, right? She tends to be very emotionally vulnerable. She's constantly looking for validation from people, just based off of a lot of trauma that she's been through. She's been through domestic abuse, abandonment, and different other things that have happened to her. And Anti tends to, as a therapist, she tends to latch on to these types of personality types, okay? So that would be one of the people. Propensities toward dissociative states, okay? So people that suffer from dissociative disorders, tend to be involved in these kinds of things. Tenuous, deteriorated, or non-existent family relations and support systems. So a lot of people who don't have a lot of support, friend support, family support, and so forth, Anti tends to latch on to these kinds of people. She also tends to isolate you and have you believe that they are your family. The AFWs, they have your back. They send money, they send accolades, they send all kinds of things that Anti, as a therapist, knows will work, okay, to help people, in certain situations, but she uses it to people's detriment, okay? But she uses, like her expertise and her studies to use against people, basically, okay? And that's pretty crazy, but she does. Inadequate means of dealing with exigencies of survival, okay? So a lot of people tend to deal with Anti also tend to believe that they can't survive on their own, that they can't get out here and fight battles on their own, that they can't do things by themselves, okay? So they cling to people like her who tend to look like this big mother hen to them. And even people who have been friendly with her have fallen into some of these things as well. But once they realized the kind of person she was, they literally just stopped fooling with her, okay? Also, there could be a history of severe child abuse or neglect that would cause these kinds of issues. Like I said, Stargate is a prime example of someone who experienced major abandonment issues from her own father, who's also experienced abandonment issues from her mother, how her mother just kind of let her get involved with an older man when she was still a teenager. Her mother just kind of left her to the wolves when it came to that. So, these are examples of things that will cause people to get themselves involved in cults, okay? And that's just kind of how that goes. Let's talk a little bit about the BITE model, because I did talk about that before in regards to the BITE model. So the BITE model stands for Behavior, Information, Thought, and Emotional Control. It is a use that is used by most cults, okay? There are some cults that, are more elusive, and you may not really necessarily notice some of these things unless you're like right in the middle of it, right? Like, for instance, the Jehovah's Witnesses. A lot of people are not aware that the Jehovah's Witnesses are in fact a cult. But the reason is because on the outside appearance, it doesn't appear that way. They just seem like really nice Christian people, that attend the Kingdom Halls on Sunday. They come to your house on Saturday. They try to preach about God, and that's it. But most people don't know the inner workings of the organization and how it makes them a cult, okay? So let's talk a little bit about this because this is very important to kind of understand what the AFWs are about, okay? And kind of how they operate. So the behavior part, this category explores how manipulative groups regulate and dominate their members' actions and behaviors through strict rules, rewards, and punishments, limiting individual autonomy, okay? So let's go ahead and explore that for a second, because everybody that has been even involved in the AFWs or currently involved in the AFWs most definitely have are part of this dominant group of people that their behavior is kind of regulated through very, very strict rules, okay? So for instance, if you guys go over to like a Conscious TV, not Conscious TV, shout out to him, Conscious Energy, if you go over to Remix, if you go over to Stargate, there are certain words that they won't allow to be said in their chat. There's certain things that they won't allow they won't allow you to say in regards to certain people. Even if they know it's true, they still will, they'll erase the comments. They will jump down your throat about it. So they're very, they really have a rigid set of rules that they have to go by, okay? There literally is nothing that they can say negative about the AFW cult, okay? Nothing that they can say negative about Rev G, about Anti-Afro, about Remix, about Stargate, about Conscious Energy, about anybody that is surrounding them. Professor Cupcake, which is somebody that most people don't see. You can't say anything negative about these particular people. And if you do, you are subject to serious consequences from them, okay? Those consequences would include abandonment of your channel. They will no longer deal with you. And once they stop dealing with you, now you will become a target to them, okay? You and your family members as well, okay? They will start targeting your job. They will start targeting your family, calling your family members, contacting your employer, contacting your friends, anybody that they think, would stop you from talking about them is who they would contact, okay? That's that in their mind. They think that emailing your wife or your husband will somehow stop you from speaking what you feel about them, or contacting your employer to, complain to them with some elaborate story of, them being discriminated against somehow. They will do stuff like that in order to, to control you, basically, okay? Through that control, and keep in mind the kind of people that we just talked about fall into these cults, right? Like people that have been abused, people who don't have high, strong family relationships, people who tend to have dissociative disorders, people who are emotionally vulnerable. These are the kinds of people that we're talking about. Okay, so it's quite easy to manipulate people into kind of going along to get along in these types of programs. Okay, and then with these strict rules come rewards as well. Okay, so if you hang out with Anti and you put her on a pedestal and you call her Mrs. Svengali and you pat her on the back and you treat her like she's just wonderful mother hen, then yeah, she will pay you. She will send money out for your children's college tuition. She will send money out for your bills to be paid. She has paid multiple people, and not only in our sector, but other sectors as well. I'll give you an example of Knockout Media that is from the church sector. He most definitely received like $500 in electric bill payments from Anti-Afro just so he can go after the likes of people like Dee Durrell and some others in our, let me see your transcript, and some other people in our sector, okay? He's no longer part of that, and I think he doesn't deal with them at all. But, he is a prime example of someone who received payments just to go after somebody else. There are other people that are in our sector as well, but I'm not going to mention them. I will give them the chance to tell their story because I actually wanted to interview a couple of those people. But these are kind of like strict rules and rewards that you receive if you follow the rules, okay? And again, very strict punishments if you don't follow the rules, okay? Limiting individual autonomy. So it kind of limits you from being yourself and from really speaking on who you want to be and what you really feel, because you got to go by these rigid rules that Anti has come up with. Now, the next part of this, the BITE model, is information, okay? So information will fall under examining the tactics of manipulative organizations to control information flow through censorship and propaganda, restricting members' access to outside perspectives, okay? So again, this is kind of where it comes in, where the AFWs tend to try to take over people's chats. They try to take over people's content and so forth and so on because they want the agenda to be what they say it is, okay? They want the propaganda to kind of fill up that place so that everybody that comes to this place, you're only going to hear what they say is the truth, okay? Without any evidence or with spliced evidence or, spliced truths, they come up with, here and there, they put things together to make things appear like it's really this way, but in actuality, it's something else, okay? Yeah, that's propaganda. And then they do things like censor, what's being allowed to be said in this chat or what's allowed to be said in this space, okay? So they kind of censor the flow of what goes through these spaces, okay? And they restrict your access to going to other places. I'll give you guys an example of that. And some of the older ones that used to be part of the crew will be able to tell you firsthand in some of these interviews how this went, okay? The AFWs used to, Anti in particular, used to have an email list where she would send out specific emails to specific people, and she would tell them, don't go to this channel or don't go to that channel because on this channel, they're just spewing hatred and they're spewing lies and these are demons and they're louses and they're horrible people and they're only trying to, take your livelihood and trying to do this to you and do that to you and trying to, everything that she was trying to do, she was trying to make it out like it was other people doing this, people that just didn't agree with her or didn't like her. And she would try to censor the people that were part of her group from going to these people. And I've even seen people specifically saying things like that. I remember there was one lady who now watches me. Shout out to her. But I remember there was this one lady, I'm not going to say her name, but she definitely used to say stuff like, I don't even go over to that side. You know what I mean? Like as if we were these horrible people that, were these awful individuals that were doing all this horrible demonic stuff. And she was it was almost like she was afraid to come over and even listen for a second to what we might be saying on a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? So this is how brainwashed a lot of these people were. There was another one where, and I'll mention this one because this is a public blog that was put out. Black Anonymous, and shout out to Black Anonymous. I don't have an issue with Black Anonymous, and I don't think Black Anonymous has an issue with me either. But there was a blog that Black Anonymous had put out that included me in that blog and some other people, just simply because we didn't agree with anti-Afro and the way that she was trying to come after Umar Johnson. Yeah, they put us in this blog as if we were some criminals, okay? And literally acted like we were a part of a criminal ring. Like we knew Umar Johnson personally, and like he was contacting us personally and having us dox Anti and Rev G and all these other people. And none of that was going on, okay? But that's like an example of propaganda, right? And how, this kind of stuff was put out, and anybody that really didn't know us, if they had read these blogs from people who were upstanding people like Black Anonymous, right? Who is an upstanding individual, who no longer deals with Anti, by the way. But people like that, you would assume that what they're saying is true if you don't, if you hang around them and you don't really hang around us, okay? So that's another example of some propaganda and just restricting people's access to outside perspectives, okay? The thought part comes in where, which is part of the BITE model, focuses on psychological techniques used by such groups to shape beliefs and attitudes, suppressing critical thinking and promoting conformity, okay? Absolutely, the AFWs do that. And she specifically uses psychological tactics against people. She goes by whatever emotions you're dealing with at that moment, okay? So say, for instance, I'll just give you guys an example of the beef sector, right? When Breonna had fell out with the Umar sector, that was an immediate time for Anti to start nursing those feelings that Breonna. Now, I'm not saying Breonna really allowed that to happen. I'm just saying this is something that Anti would try, and this is what we were warning Breonna about, okay? That this would be something, this would be the very moment that she would use to swoop in as mother hen and take you under her wing and rub your back and make you feel all better. And it's okay, we're your family now. We're going to take care of you. Those bad people, let me tell you all about those bad people. And let me tell you all the horrible things that they do. And, all while she's just handing you money and handing you gifts and offering you memberships and all these other things. These are the things that the AFWs have done over the years, okay? And kind of like, getting into your psyche, right? If you're dealing with a situation with one particular person that they might not like, they'll get into your psyche with that situation, right? And, act like they're on your side and everything else just to get you a part of this whole clan, okay? And kind of suppressing your critical thinking when it comes to things by not, offering you real, evidence of things, but giving you what they want you to see, kind of that thing, okay? And then emotional. And that's the final part of the BITE model, which explores how manipulative organizations manipulate emotions, fostering dependency and loyalty through love bombing, guilt, and fear-based indoctrination, okay? So I've kind of spoken on all of this already, where, they love bomb you. They make you feel like we're your family. We've got you. We're going to take care of you. They start sending money. If you're lacking on a bill, they're going to pay it, okay? If you're behind on your rent, they're going to pay it. If, there's something going on, with your mother needs, medical supplies or something like that, they're going to buy them, okay? They're going to do all those things to help you along, to make you see that they are on your side, okay? And then giving you all this fear of the other side, like these people are horrible, they are terrible, they're going to do this, they're dark, they're evil, but they never have any evidence of it. They just, give you little bits and pieces of what they want you to see, okay? Just kind of messing with your psyche and giving you this fear of the other side and indoctrinating you with that fear, okay? And that's literally what the BITE model is. And yes, the AFWs most definitely follow the BITE model. They've been doing it for some time. And, they're not much different from any other cults and characteristics of cults that we have seen, okay? And, that's kind of like where I wanted to go with that today in regards to that, because that is definitely a thing. And I know that there are people that would hate to say that they are a cult, But unfortunately, it is what it is, okay? And, we're not going to pretend with them that they are not, in fact, a part of a cult. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let me go ahead and get into the comments, and then we are going to end the show. I am ready for my lunch now. YouTube camera, you said thanks. You said, hey, to Too Big. You said, hey, to YouTube cameras. You said, hey, Death Test Karma. You said, you have 10 days, sir. What's going on now, beloved? Yes, sir. You have 10 days AAS, okay? So go ahead and put that out there, that you are actually filing in court against that video that I put up, or the video will be back up on July 19th. And then July 20th, we will be starting the series. And even if the video doesn't come up in the worst case scenario, which I know it will, but even in the worst case scenario, if the video does not come back, we are still going to be doing the Surviving Anti series, because as you guys can see, there are no restrictions on my account. I can still go live. I can still talk to y'all. I can still hit my community wall. She didn't do anything. Okay. So yeah, ma'am, you got 10 days, bitch. Okay. And that's just that. What's up, Robin? Definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said it's proof positive and how she handled Mona DeLeon, manipulated her to do things for her. Yep. You said, peace, Queen, Miss T. Pre, Black Lounge Divine. I appreciate your thought-provoking commentary. Thank you. I appreciate you always coming in and checking me out, too. Hey, Miss Thangs, I appreciate you being in the building. Okay, everybody's saying good. Hey, Samba Queen, appreciate you being in the building. One of my longest standing members in here as well. I do appreciate you. We will be getting back to some members onlys, guys. There is a method to my madness for why I have not been doing members onlys lately. I think those of you who have been around for some time kind of understand that, especially those who are members and have been members and have paid memberships and have been there for some time. I think you guys understand why I'm not doing members onlys right now. We're going to go ahead and filter out anyone who is not really interested in being a part of the membership, and then we'll go ahead and start those back up again. But I do appreciate all of you who are members and who do support and always stick around and support the family. Definitely appreciate that. The beautiful Bernice, I appreciate you for being in the building. And make a change. You said, I will counter if they strike me. They will be getting my Trinidad address. Okay, like child, shit. Okay. I could be served at my aunt's address. So absolutely, go ahead and send that shit. I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting. I am so waiting. But that bitch is the one that put out my name. Y'all know my name, Tanisha Price, okay? So it is what it is. Knowledge, I appreciate you being in the building. One of the sector's elders for sure, and always has that knowledge of what has truly happened in the sector. You said, what this old lady do now? I thought she was gone. She'd probably be gone after this series, because we're going to go ahead and put this shit out here, okay? That's what we gonna do, okay, child? That's what we gonna do. Propane said, hey, to Miss Stangs. He said, hey, Miss Stangs. You said, Mr. Crayon has tried to strike my new channel already a few times and failed, okay? Yeah, they've tried to strike me a couple of times. So we're going to go over all the things that they have tried to hit privacy complaints on and all of that stuff. We're going to go ahead and put it out to the beef sector now, since these motherfuckers want to play, they want to, keep, dancing with the devil. They want to keep jumping in the lion's den. So we're going to go ahead and give them a run for their motherfucking money. Okay. That's what we're going to go ahead and do out here. And I was thinking about going on and releasing the TikTok information as well. But Rev G hasn't really been bothering me like that. So I don't really want to mess with him like that, because he hasn't been really poking the bear. But we're going to see what happens, because maybe Anti might start sending him out, because all her other minions have failed miserably in the past few days at trying to come for me. So we're going to see, if she sends him. But if she do, we're going to go ahead and release that TikTok video, sir. Yes, we are, because I still have it, okay? Yes, I do. I still have that, okay? Yes, I do. So, I'm thinking about doing that. But we'll see what happens, Mr. Crayons, okay? We'll see what goes on. We'll see how you behave, okay? And depending on you is whether or not the beef sector finds out about your TikTok, sir, okay? You said T-Pre, Miss Thangs, make a change, chat, hello. Hey, Excellento, appreciate you being in the building. You said she will use her mailbox address like she used for the CB case. We'll see. We shall see, okay? But we're going to find out, but she going to have to show the fuck up, too, okay? That's what she going to have to do. You said, hey, Excellento. You said, Anti is a miserable weirdo and is, you said, the art of mental warfare, okay? Don't make no damn sense. You said, oh, yeah, that pic was definitely confirmed and updated, okay? Okay. You said it's public information and is. Hey, Brixton, appreciate you, my brother from across the water. Definitely appreciate you for being in the building. You said sounds like carbonation. Child, they act like carbon. There's a lot of differences with carbonation in them, but it's pretty much the same in regards to the authoritarian control and the bite model. They also followed. Nature Boy definitely followed the bite model, and his members were following the bite model as well, especially those wives. That are still there. So, yeah. You said going along to get along, weak-minded followers instead of leaders, lack of emotional intelligence, groupthink mentality, strategists. Exactly. 100. You said they're not weak, they're vulnerable. A lot of otherwise strong and intelligent people get sucked into cults too. That's true, but what they mean by weak is vulnerability, right? When you tend to be weak mentally, you do tend to be vulnerable, right? And it's not a shot at a person being weak, right? There's various reasons why people come into states of weakness. You may lose somebody in death. You might get divorced. You might, lose a child, lose a spouse, or something like that. Just giving you an example of like the JWs. That's how they tend to recruit people. So anybody that that's a Jehovah's Witness, either they were raised as a Jehovah's Witness or they came into the organization at a time in their life where something was going on, okay? Somebody had died, they had lost their house, they had lost their spouse, they had lost a child, something happened. And that's usually puts a person in a state of mental weakness or emotional weakness, which makes you vulnerable, right? So I think that's where that comes from. Because, yes, there's absolutely very intelligent people and, people with money and all kinds of stuff that are sucked into cults. And it's usually based off of either family history of it or it's based off of something that they're dealing with in life, and that's kind of how that goes. You said, hey, Miss Stangs. You said weak, vulnerable, 100. Yep. You said they're not weak. You sound ignorant. Okay. You said facts, Miss Stangs. You said religion is a huge cult. True. Yep, it is. You said calling them weak makes people get super defensive and makes it hard for them to get out of the fear of judgment. I agree with that. I could definitely agree with that. I think that perhaps we can use a different word, right? But I think it all kind of ties together when you think about it. He says semantics. Yeah. He said, good afternoon, Miss T. Pre Chocolate Jar. Hey, beautiful. Definitely appreciate you for being in the building. And you said, good afternoon. What does AFW stand for? Hey, Sparkle T. AFW stands for Anti-Fraud Warriors. They claim to be warriors against people that commit fraud against the Black community. However, there are hundreds of thousands of actual fraudsters out here who are Black, who are white, and everything else that are committing fraud against the Black community as we speak, and they have not gone after not one of those people. What this person does, the leader of the AFWs does, is fixates on someone who she doesn't like, okay, for whatever reason. She has some feminist tendencies. She has some other tendencies that aren't necessarily that are pretty extreme when it comes to like feminism, when it comes to some other things, some other thought processes. She's pretty extreme with those things. And she tends to take out her extreme ideas on people that she just doesn't like. And then she tries to label them as a fraud, right? When in actuality, they're not really frauding. It may appear in some people, like with Umar Johnson, it appeared that he might have been frauding, right? But once they had him audited and all these other things, like he was audited like 3 or 4 times. Once he was audited, the IRS said he's not frauding, so there wasn't anything, that anybody could do. But she still continued to fight and lash out at him because she just hated him. And, she had grew a following of people that also hated him, and they called themselves fraud warriors when they weren't going after anybody that was committing fraud. As a matter of fact, they had this one guy named Fred Scott who was a part of the AFWs that were going after Umar Johnson, who was a known fraudster, a convicted fraudster who had went to jail for frauding the Black community. And that was one of her best fucking friends, okay? Conscious Energy is another person who, shout out to Make a Change, has definitely uncovered multiple frauds that this man has attempted against the Black community, including our sector and other sectors now as well. And he is one of Anti's best fucking friends. As a matter of fact, she sends him $820 on a regular basis because he stole $820 from Eyes Antonio, okay? Which was another fraud that he committed. But these are people, as an example, of people that she absolutely loves and adores and, helps. So she has nothing to do with fighting fraud, okay? Another prime example of a fraudster who she adores and loves and puts on a pedestal is Young Pharaoh, okay? She has video after video explaining how she absolutely loves Young Pharaoh, and he is this wonderful person. And this was before everybody else found out how much of a fraud he was, okay? I mean, this was after everybody else found out how much of a fraud he was and how that information was being leaked to the public, how he was being, how YouTube was taking all his channels and all this stuff. And he had come up with all these frauds on trying to get money to sue YouTube and all this other stuff. Anti was on his side, okay? So, yeah, she's not a fraud fighter at all. She just fixates on people that she hates, and then she goes after them psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And that's what she does. And she has groups of people that go and helps her with that kind of shit. You said facts, Riz lyricist. You said they're all perfect, aren't they? Mashonda123 swears everybody in the sector is going under the jail. Well, the thing about Mashonda is she's pretty new to the sector. She just came in when Breaking the Culture came in, right? So she's fairly new to the sector. She's not aware of the past history of the AFWs and the things that have happened with them. She's just hearing about stuff now. And, Anti has a way of presenting herself as this upstanding person who does no wrong, And so I can see how Mashonda could have fell into that the same way that others have done in the past without doing their own research, right? But that's kind of her. You said anti-fraud warrior, AFW. You said Chakra 100. You said, I'm waiting on Stargate to lick shit. She lost the bet. Okay. You said Riz lyricist, thank you. You said all effing weirdos. That's what it should stand for. You said AFWs try to attack our character, but they have a bunch of criminals, prostitutes, and felons with history of domestic violence on their team. Yeah, like Remix, for instance, right? I told y'all, y'all can go look it up yourself. I ain't got to dox that nigga. I'm going to tell y'all his name and where he lives, and y'all can look it up yourself. He has a history of beating up his mother. Her name is Darlene Appleberry, okay? He has a history of domestic violence with his baby moms. There's a couple of things that he does, right? Breaking the Culture is a known prostitute, a church whore who has slept with multiple pastors and has tried to attempt to ruin multiple churches over sleeping with these pastors. She is a known whore in the church sector and a known whore in the church circuit. Okay, as a matter of fact, she is used by some pastors to particularly set up other pastors. Okay, that is a rumor that is out that has been alleged. I haven't been able to fully confirm, but I do have evidence of her setting up Victor Cousins through Larry Reed. Okay, so that is most definitely a thing. Stargate is just Stargate. I think you guys can see kind of the kind of person she is, right? And then we've got Conscious Energy, right? You can see the person he is. And then you've got Rev G, okay? A guy who, doesn't think very highly of himself, who's, doesn't believe in himself, who hates his race. He hates being a Black person. He has had interviews with white people in regards to this stuff. And all kinds of things, okay? So these are the kind of people that surround themselves with Anti. We had another guy named Money Luke who was a fake-ass fucking wannabe Crip, right? Who's in his 60s or some shit, who's still acting like he's Crippin', was trying to be on her team, okay? These are real criminal motherfuckers who be all fucking with anti, okay? And, she puts on these high pedestals, because she no longer has upstanding people, that stand with her, okay? She used to have professional people that really stood by her when it came to the Umar Johnson situation. But when she went rogue and started lying on him, started making up lawsuits against him and all kinds of stuff like this, these people jumped ship. They didn't want anything to do with her anymore. So yeah, she does have a history of that, and that is the people that she fucks with. Crazy, right? He said, Brixton, that's a good one. He said, not Smoke trying to accuse other people of getting paid to run plays. Oh Lord, today, child, I ain't even gonna get into that one. You said politics, okay? You said beautiful sparkle tea. You said Miss Thanks, that rant was too much. I heard about it. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna have to go over there and look at that shit. But child, listen. All I'm gonna say is this. Some people, you got to take what they say with a grain of salt, okay? You got to do your research on them. You got to and you got to read between the lines too, what they're not telling you, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of thing. And we'll just leave that there. You said, Miss Thang's right, where he thought he was leading us to, okay? You said art of mental warfare, okay? You said exactly, T. Pre. You said rocking you to sleep. Yep, that's what they do. You said, oh, so that haughtily bitch couldn't help me, so she tried to drag me. Child. Hi, Boobalicious. He said, hi, T-Pre. I'm just passing by. The AFWs are not alone on hacking people's devices, taking family phone numbers for scam reasons. The AFWs are just a front for a bigger fraud. But hey, what would I know? So I'm going to tell you this, Boobalicious. You're actually right. Anti used to have she used to have multiple groups of people, okay, prestigious groups of individuals or people who were behind her movement against Umar Johnson, okay? I know there was a feminist movement behind her at one time. There was a white supremacist movement that was behind her at one time. There were some other movements that were behind her. But once things kind of fell over with this Archibald lawsuit, the fake lawsuit that she orchestrated against Umar Johnson, once that kind of fell apart, and then, her email list started getting leaked and, other things were happening, and they saw how sloppy she was becoming with this stuff, a lot of them pulled their support from her. But she used to definitely have a whole lot more unseen support than she has now. She just doesn't have as much as she used to. But she used to. And she still does have some folks behind the scenes that are still fucking with it. Because they just hate black people, right? And they just love to come for black folks, okay? But most of those people are no longer there. They don't fuck with her because she's too sloppy, and they also don't want to be uncovered, right? They didn't want people to come after their organization or people to come after to uncover who they are in fear of lawsuits, okay? You said facts love bombing you. And the Matrix cult mentality, never let trolls control your emotions, narrative, or you become troll food content. Bon appetit. Happy Mad Day, okay? Just saying. You said, yeah, respectfully, but when Human First cut me off to say AFW is not a cult, he should really hush about topics he doesn't know about. I agree, because I will say that, if you're not aware of who the AFWs are, I would just stop talking about it, okay? Because the more information comes out, the dumber you're going to kind of look telling us that this is not a cult, okay? Because they are definitely a damn cult, okay? And, it is what it is. You said, I'll never forget that Summer Queen is a creep who celebrated when they doxed me and they kept threatening to, okay. You said, hey, Miss T-Pre. Hey, Clark, I appreciate you being in the building. You said, on my way to work, catch you later. Okay, definitely check it out. And Clark, make sure you tune in to us on July 20th. We will be doing the Surviving Anti series. We'll be starting the Surviving AFW Chronicles. You say, yay. You said, hey, the beautiful. You said, Clark, have a wonderful Sunday. You said, hey, sweethearts. Hey, Teresa, definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said, beautiful, thank you. I have 2 shows and we close today. Okay, that's what's up. You said, facts. You said, that's true about weakness. I see your point. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I knew we and you can get to an understanding of things. You said, Miss Thangs. You said, how is she a feminist? That's interesting. I never got that. Yeah, she's definitely did videos on the feminist thing before, but she's very extreme. She's not like you, right? She's very extreme with her feminist ideas and fanatical with her extremist, with her feminist ideas. You said you posted social security numbers. That's illegal. So who posted social security numbers, sir? And where's the links and the evidence where I posted somebody's social security number? I'll wait. As a matter of fact, I'll drop the link for you because I'm going to let you present that to us, because what are you talking about? Who presented whose social security number? Who posted that? Can you show us? Because we do have evidence of anti, which we'll be doing through the survival series, the surviving AFW series. We do have evidence of her actually passing around social security numbers, driver's license information, addresses, and all that stuff. But if you have some evidence of me posting somebody's social security number, I will give you $1,000 right motherfucking now, okay? Let's go ahead and hit the link so you can show us where I posted somebody's social security number. So we'll wait for that, grown folks. You said, right? You said Freudian slip. You said, what if CE Clout Eater gave anti-Afro that 820? She flipped it and he's getting the proceeds. You said, not her flying monkeys coming in here repeating lies. Common sense should tell people you can't post social security numbers. Meanwhile, AAS was the one getting someone to get private social security number info. Exactly. So again, growth folks, I do have $1,000 for you right now. I will cash app it to you live as we speak if you can show evidence that I posted anybody's social security number. I'll wait. And I just dropped the link for you. I think I dropped the link. Let me make sure. Yep, that link is right there in the chat, sir. You most definitely can hit that link, and I will be waiting for you. I will allow you to present evidence that I showed someone's social security number. Because see here in Black Lounge Divine, over here, the cool kids, okay, over here in our sector, we go by facts, okay? We go by actual evidence. We don't go by stuff we just want to say, and we just want to talk shit, and we just want to say stuff and threaten stuff and put stuff out. We don't do that shit over here, okay? We show actual evidence and actual facts of things, okay? So I'm giving you the opportunity now, okay? Or forever hold your damn peace, okay? I'm giving you the opportunity right now to show us. I got $1,000 for you right now, sir, to show us where T-Pre posted anybody's social security number, and I will motherfucking wait, sir. Okay? I will wait for you. Purposely wait for you. Okay? Now let's go ahead and get back to the comments. Let's get back to the comments. You said, one thing about AAS, she's going to find someone who is easy to manipulate and have them repeating her propaganda. Absolutely, because like I said, propaganda is spliced and diced together. We don't do that over here. We don't jump down in chats and jump on panels and just scream and yell and talk shit. No, we show you evidence of these things because we are adults, okay? We're grown over here, okay? We are grown people over here in the lounge, okay? We prefer to get evidence that we can look at, evidence that we can observe, evidence that we can examine, right? And we can make a determination over. We don't just go by people's word, okay? So we're waiting for you because I know you never got no information like that. So we're going to wait for you to show us where you magically came up with that, sir, okay? We'll wait. We'll wait. You said, and I don't watch your channel, sir, by the way, just to let you know. So you're welcome to talk all the shit you want about me because I don't give a fuck, okay? But you're most definitely welcome to hit my link since you wanted to make it a point to bring your ass over here and talk some shit that you don't know nothing about. You can go ahead and hit my link and you can show us where you got this evidence at, sir. Show us where that's at. We'll wait. We'll wait for you. You said T-Pre, that's how not new, okay? Okay. You said, Miss Things, I wonder how much they were paid. Okay. Let me take a sip of my water. Cussing these niggas out. I don't really want to cuss niggas out today. It's Sunday. He said, T-Pre, that Mashonda Ho, not new. Yeah, well, we know that. Oh, I thought she was new. I thought she was new when she came around, when Breaking the Culture came around the sector. That's when I thought she started coming around. You said, Gummy Man, grown folks is aligned to AAS. They're the same sad, pathetic individuals all they have in their twilight years is this YouTube stuff. That's a damn shame to be in your 60s and all you got is people on YouTube. You don't know anybody else in life, and all you got to do is lie on people. You don't even know the truth. You just jumping up in other people's spaces, spewing lies. Like I said, sir, we go by facts and evidence over here. We don't go by, I just want to say this because I like this person. No, we actually present evidence. So we're waiting, sir, for you to hit this motherfucking link. Like I said, I got $1,000 for you to turn that water back on, allegedly, okay? For you to turn back on them lights in your house. I got $1,000 for you right now, for you to show the people. You got the opportunity right now to show the people that I showed somebody's social security number. It's so easy. It's so easy. Since you are it's so easy for you to hop down in my chat and say that, it should be much easier to just show us where the fuck that shit's at. Matter of fact, drop the link in the motherfucking chat for us, okay? I will have one of the mods copy that link and paste it so everybody can go over and see it, sir. Okay, so everybody can, decide for themselves whether or not what you're saying is fact. Okay, we don't go by just words. That's not what we do over here. Slewfoot Slim, I appreciate you being a member, as well as the $9.99 super chat. Shout out to you for that. Miss Thangs, you said beautiful. Some of these people just want a pat on their head. Okay, then do. You said supporting the channel. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate the $10 super chat from you as well. You said peace, queen, beautiful. You said don't be disrespectful. I'm black sector. We different. Sir, let me help you understand a thing or two out this bitch, okay? You are not in the black sector right now. You are in Black Lounge Divine, bitch, okay? We don't give a fuck what motherfucking sector you are from, sir. See, that's the difference between you and us, okay? We don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Yeah, we part of our sector. We support our sector. We love our sector. But we stand on our own 10 motherfucking toes out this bitch, okay? I am Black Lounge sector out this motherfucker. We got a Carrie Ann sector out this bitch. We got a Ray Triggs sector out this bitch, okay? Because we don't give a fuck about no goddamn sector. We don't need 500, 600, 700 people agreeing with every motherfucking thing we say, okay? We don't have to do that shit. We can stand 10 toes on whatever the fuck we got to say. So, bitch, I expect you to bring your 10 toes ass and stand on your 10 toes and come up here in my sector and speak your speech, sir, since you think you know what's going on. Because I don't give a fuck about disrespecting you. Who the fuck are you? Like, I don't give a fuck about you, sir. Like, I really don't. And like so much to the point that I don't even watch you. I literally am not subscribed. I don't fucking watch you, and I don't give a fuck what you're saying over there. And I don't give a fuck what sector you from. Now, if you got something to say, since you want to, don't be a little bitch and be in the motherfucking chat, bring your ass to the motherfucking panel and let's see the evidence that you got, sir. Let's see. And before you be out here trying to say you was behind the scenes and I wouldn't let you up, let me go ahead and share that motherfucking shit real quick. Let's share my screen and see whether or not we're actually you behind the scenes and I'm just not letting you up here. Let's see. Let's see, sir. Let's see. We're going to see. We're going to see, sir. Hold on. Hold on, sir. Okay, I got to open this up again. So, yeah, because what you ain't going to do is run around to your sector, whoever they are, because I don't even know them motherfuckers. What you ain't going to do is run to that sector and be like, oh, T-Pre wouldn't let me up on the screen. She wouldn't let me up. No, bitch. I ain't no bitch around here. I'm going to let you the fuck up, nigga, and show your shit. And like I said, I got $1,000 right now for you to pay your motherfucking water bill and your motherfucking electric bill, sir. Well, I got that for you. Okay? Hold on. Hold on. That's what I got for you, sir. Hold on. We're going to present this because I want everybody to see. Mm-hmm. You ain't nowhere to be found. You ain't nowhere to be found, sir. You ain't backstage or any of that. Don't you dare go back to the people and say that I wouldn't let you up. Because I definitely did. I definitely would. And I most definitely dropped the motherfucking link for your ass, okay? But you clearly don't really want that smoke with us, okay? I see you don't. You said, Miss Thangs, what, like a dog? You said Chakra King. You said, who is Black Sector? Girl, whoever they are, we don't really care. You said, I respect anti-Afro, binary gone, who next? I don't give a fuck if you respect that bitch, sir. We don't respect her at all, okay? And that's just that. You're welcome to respect whoever you want to, sir. We don't respect the bitch, okay? And we will continue to talk about this bitch, and you just gonna be in your feelings every motherfucking time we talk about this bitch, and ain't none of us gonna pay you any motherfucking mind. So go on back to whatever your Black Sector, whatever that is, sir, and go handle that over there. Because none of us over here in this sector give a fuck, okay? And that's just what it is. You said, see what I mean? This Negro ain't got shit outside this YouTube stuff. Go touch some grass, glitter boots, okay? Hey, Yesenia Palmer, you said, hey, just found your channel. Rev G shared you out, new supporter. Thank you, Yesenia Palmer. I think you are a Rev G supporter, but shout out to you for the view. Definitely appreciate it. You said, are we being threatened? Okay, child. Like we're going to be like, oh no, this guy from the Black Sector is coming for us. Like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, you'll find out who T. Pre is real motherfucking fast, sir. And you don't live that goddamn far from me either. You said, grown folks is just bugging because his orthopedic sneakers are leaning one side. No. He better get Anti to buy him a new pair of them orthopedic shoes, child. She'll pay for them. She'll pay for them, grown folks. Shit, you ain't know. You better keep going. You better keep getting on that good side of that bitch, because she'll pay for you get you some new orthopedic shoes, sir. She'll turn that water back on for you. She'll turn the electric back on for you, sir. She'll buy you a brand new pair of glitter boots. Okay. Yes, she will. Yes, she will, in every color. Okay. You said, Bugsy said, don't lump him in with her flunkies who jumped out the window over situations they only hear from her point of view. He ain't that stupid or cheap. Okay. The link is still there, sir. The link is still there. You said, beautiful Bernice. You said, peace queen, the beautiful Bernice. You said, not T-Pre stealing my $1,000 live challenge. Yes, girl. That's how we get niggas every motherfucking time. Oh, here he go. Here he go, y'all. Here he go. What's up, bitch? Where's the motherfucking
Your daddy
evidence?
A bitch, you dirty bitch. You don't get to be disrespectful, you fuck.
That's not what you're going to do. You are coming up here to present evidence. That's what you're coming to do. Do you have the evidence
dirty
or nah? Do you have the evidence
turn my
or nah? Do you have the
stop
evidence
playing with?
Okay. We're going to put you backstage, and I'm going to ask you again. Do you have the evidence of us putting people's social security numbers out here or no? I'm going to let you back up. You either answer the question or you getting booted from this bitch. Because I ain't got to argue with no dusty, old-ass, crusty-ass man. Do you have the evidence or no, sir?
You whore. You heard what the fuck I said.
No. Okay, so he don't have no evidence, y'all. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to give him one more chance, okay? Because clearly he's just as slow as the rest of her minions, okay? So we're going to ask this bitch-ass nigga one more time. Do you have the evidence? So we can send you this $1,000 right now. Do you have the evidence of presenting Anti or anybody else's social security number like you claimed we did?
You disrespectful bitch.
Oh, that's your mother. Okay. So either way, he don't have no fucking evidence of any of this. So the bitch has been banned from the studio and you can no longer come back. And like I said, sir, you're welcome to be part of the surviving series if you actually have evidence of any of this stuff happening. If you don't, you can kick fucking rocks and suck somebody's fucking dick. And that's where the fuck we at. Okay. Now, moving on. You said his evidence is when I didn't accept his invitation to his show. He got a private email and he felt special. Oh. You said, hi, Shocker King Black. Yes, you can hit the link. You're welcome to hit that. I think the link is still in the chat. As long as you come up here with respect, I don't have no problem with that. You said, Miss Stangs. Hey, VS Speaks Worldly. I appreciate you being in the building. You said, but they ain't watching raggedy ass shits, okay? You said, hey, was cleaning my keyboard as I dropped out of the clouds to say, hey, LOL. Shout out to you, VS. I appreciate you being in the building. You said, grown folks immediately jumping out the window for some people he knows nothing about. He's going to fit right in under Anti's thumb. Exactly. Exactly. And the part about it is that he doesn't understand is none of us give a fuck. Like, he has no idea how much we don't fucking care that you want to be a minion of this stupid bitch. We don't give a fuck, nigga. Like, if we don't care about any of this, I'm a hoe, you're a slut, you're dirty. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Bitch, if you got the fucking evidence, put that shit the fuck up or shut the fuck up, nigga. Period. That's it. You look dumb as fuck in your 60s doing this type shit. But that we're going to go ahead and move on from them. You said critical thinking skills, 100. You said facts, Vici. You said, oh, I guess that's a play to get us over there. Yeah, girl. I don't know why he thinks we're interested in whatever he has to say. We already know the truth about the bitch. So we're not going over there to listen to his points over Anti, because we already know about the bitch. So couldn't be me, okay? You said that fool believe in everything Anti sent him. Okay, let his dumb ass believe that shit. What's up, Living Life? Definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said T-Pre, fuck that old timer with new fake info. Exactly. Like, does he really think we're going to be moved by whatever his old ass got to say? Like, his bitch ass, you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit. You said he's going hard for that stalker, okay? Oh, make no sense. Blaine Thane, appreciate you being in the building. You said I was in his chat yesterday. He was spreading misinformation left and right. Was comical. And you know what? I would keep letting his dumbass keep doing that, because what ends up happening with people like him is they end up looking retarded in the end, right? Because the truth always comes out about a motherfucker, okay? He gonna look stupid as fuck telling his members or telling who I don't even know, telling his people, you know, about this woman like she's this upstanding woman. And as soon as they start trying to fuck with her, they gonna see what type woman she really is, okay? And you know what type time she be on.
Hello?
Teresa, are you on camera? Are you trying to be on camera? I don't know if you're trying to be on camera. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, girly. What's going on?
I think I might be having the same problem I had. You may be able to hear me, but I can't hear you, so I'm gonna drop down. Okay. I want to say, hey, hi, my honey bunnies, and this is some bullshit. We don't fuck with her. We know we don't fuck with her, but I'm gonna get back in the chat, fix my sound. Okay. Love you.
I love you too. Thank you for coming up, Teresa, and I appreciate that. And anybody else that wants to hit the link, you're welcome to do that. But yeah, that is comical. Like I said, Blaine Thane, I would let him just keep doing that shit because none of us care. The majority of us are not watching. I know I don't watch him at all. And I'm not interested in what he has to say. I don't give a fuck what his opinion is of her. And I don't give a fuck what his opinion is of us. Okay, we don't care. But you know, if he had, the only reason I dropped that link for him today is not to argue back and forth and yell and scream and be a little dusty bitch ass nigga like him. I would rather him show this evidence that he claims is so truthful. And he still didn't do that. So, you know, he just wanted to yell and you're a bitch, you're dirty. Like, okay, you sound like a 5-year-old. Okay. So, but either way, if you don't have actual evidence and actual information for the adults in Black Lounge, then you can go suck your daddy's dick, okay? And that's it. He's probably dead, so go suck your dead daddy's dick. And that's where we're at with that. You said, who told these goofies we want to be liked by them? Nigga, I'm not Stargate. Okay, we don't give a fuck if you like us. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about you, your sector, your people who agree with you. We don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. And don't. I promise you we don't. Like, I promise you. I put money on it that we don't, okay? You said living life to the fullest. You said, damn, my opinion, just reporting the guys were on their behavior last night. You said the beautiful Bernice facts. You said VS speaks. You said I saw some and left. The shit was comical, right? You said he done stag off our whole sector. Okay, don't make no damn sense. You said, hey, living life to the fullest. Okay, thank you, Raw B. Definitely appreciate that. And definitely appreciate you being in the building as well. Y'all make sure y'all go over and subscribe to Raw B Privilege, y'all. She had a fire live show yesterday regarding binary code and that Asian thing that he was trying to do to the Black women in our sector, how he had tried to use those 3 Asian women to discuss Black issues in our sector, and how he got so much pushback on that. And now he's trying to present to the B sector as if this was some helpful and upstanding information that he was providing, and we were just overreacting, and he can't understand why we were doing this and all this other stuff. Raw B broke that shit down. She broke it down to a T, even down to where the research came from, how the research came out, and everything else, where they got these 222 women from, whether they were even Black or not, whether they were even women or not. Okay, there was so much involved in this, guys, that I want you guys to go look for yourselves, and y'all can look for free on Raw B Privilege. Make sure you put your link in the description here so that everybody can go over and check that out, because Binary is trying to charge the beef sector to watch that shit, and Raw B broke it down to you for free yesterday. Okay, and she's also having the second part of this tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I believe it's Eastern. It may be Central time, but just let me know. But Dr. Nikki is part of that conversation, as well as Miss Oshun has been a part of that conversation. 3 very independent and strong Black women that are able to handle this conversation and are able to articulate everything that we wanted to say. Okay, so shout out to them for that. And again, make sure you guys go over and hit the link so that you guys can give her some love for that. He said, meanwhile, we didn't even know AAS was gathering Social Security info until she turned on Mona, because Mona wouldn't let AAS tell her where to go and who to talk to. Exactly. See, we have the email, actual evidence. We have actual electronic evidence, okay? Grown folks, okay? We have actual electronic evidence, links, emails, documents. We have so many things to prove that anti-Afro Svengali was directly involved in passing around Social Security numbers, driver's license information, familial information, you name it. She has passed around medical information about Shakim. She has passed around all types of information, sir. So you don't know what you're talking about. But again, I gave you the opportunity to be a grown man, like you call yourself grown folks, right? I gave you the opportunity to be an adult and actually present some evidence that you claim you have, but you couldn't do that because you know goddamn well that evidence don't exist, okay? And we don't play them dumbass, childish 5-year-old games over here where we just point fingers and call names. No, we actually present evidence and truths, okay? Yeah, that's what we do over here. So if you want to be part of the lounge and the Black Lounge family, then you're going to have to come correct, sir. All that bullshit and that talking shit, and then you're a bitch, and you're dumb, and you're stupid. Like that you sound dumb, bitch. You sound dumb, bitch. You said grown folks has to be the biggest clout chaser, okay? Okay, and has to be. You said the Black sector can't stand him, though. Oh, well, ain't that some shit? We need to get some people from the Black sector over here to have a conversation with us about this bitch ass nigga, okay? Apparently, that's what we need to do. We need to go ahead and uncover some evidence about him over this motherfucker, since he want to be coming over to the lounge talking shit, okay? But nigga, you will not get the back and forth with me that you want, because you're fucking irrelevant, sir, okay? Like literally, you make yourself more and more irrelevant by the day, okay? Like literally, sir, okay? Literally, you said, say it again. You said, click the link, period, okay? You said, why they not in his chat then, okay? Like, okay, just say it. You said, Miss Thangs. You said, living life. You said, hey, my opinion. You said, you must don't know anybody can get it. Ain't that what Anti be saying, y'all? You know the drill. Anybody can get it. You bitch ass nigga, do you have the goddamn evidence or not? Or if not, shut the fuck up, pussy. Matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and ban your dumb ass until you actually come with the actual evidence of this shit, okay? That's what we're gonna do. You are banned, sir, okay? Until you come back with the actual proof and actual evidence of what the fuck you're saying. Because like I said, over here in our sector, okay, we don't give a fuck about your fucking lies and narratives. We want the actual evidence. If you ain't got the evidence, get the fuck out of our fucking face. Period. Okay? And we'll give you money for it. You ain't got it? Okay. Well, then you ain't getting shit. All right. What's up, Officer Pillsbury? Appreciate you being in the building. You said nobody watches. Exactly. You said anybody can get it. Can anyone show evidence of the stupid shit he just said, though? Okay. How about that? Where did anybody can get it come from, right? Because last time I heard about grown folks, what I heard the beef sector be saying, and what I heard some people I know from the black sector be saying, is that he a bitch ass nigga. Like, he a whole pussy ass nigga. That's what I heard, right? But he fits right in with Anti's crew, because they all bitch ass niggas. So, it just is what it is. I mean, I can see why he want to get along with her. You said anybody can get what? That's a statement that Anti be saying. Oh, anybody can get it. Anybody can get this and all this other shit. And child, ain't nobody scared of these bitch ass niggas. Like you said, T-Pre is on one for sure. You know it. You fucking know it, sir. You said, let's go. Black Lounge Divine Sector. Okay, that's what the fuck this is. We don't do black sector, beef sector. I'm the Black Lounge Divine Sector. That's what the fuck I am. You said, grown folks, where did you go? You gummy fool, come back. Don't be a little bitch. You said, get him, T-Pre. You said, oh, he tripping with that raw B. Okay. Hey, Petty Betty, definitely appreciate you being in the building. You said he had a thumbnail saying object, not a FW, not a AFW. He knows nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Like, he don't even understand that she's the one that coined the term anti-fraud warriors. She actually created an LLC under the AFW name. So yes, she is AFW, dummy. Okay. But these are the kinds of people that Anti likes, right? Dummies who will just say anything, who will go after whatever, who will follow after whatever she says, who are mesmerized by whatever words she uses and all this other stuff. Let him be the idiot that he is and go with that shit, chat. Okay. You said Brixton Clark, Robbie, anyone I may have missed. Hey, darlings. You said not repeating lies that don't make sense from a woman who was playing you for a fool and then disappearing. Okay. You said, Bernice, he is wilding out, child. You said, hey, my opinion. And Miss Stangs, you said, he said, we different. Like, we didn't see clips of him stunting, eating dry, bland hospital food, making out like he was at the Intercontinental something. Or we didn't see videos and pictures of this motherfucker with his whole thighs and legs in the air with lipstick on his motherfucking face. Let's talk about that shit, grown folks. Okay? I don't even know you like that, but from what I've heard about you, these are the things that I've heard about you, sir. Okay? This is why Black Lounge is not interested in watching you. Okay? This is why our sector don't give a fuck about you and don't have no fucking respect for a bitch-made nigga like you, okay? Like, that's all I'm saying, okay? But you can find out in real life who the fuck T-Pre is. You can definitely find out. Just do your research. You right there in Philly, right? You right there in Philly. Do your fucking research on me, Tanisha Price, okay? Find out, bitch. Find out, bitch. But, bitch, you too old any goddamn way. You don't want this kind of smoke with my peoples, and that's just that. You said facts, Miss Thangs. You said, hey, chat. You said he definitely on some new shit that he better get off of, Raw B. Okay, real quick, honey. Let him stay on it, though. I figure let him stay on that shit. You said, don't play with our sector. Bye, okay? You said, hey, beautiful. You said, stop begging me to hit your link, hooker. You hooker. You a hooker out here. You stupid ass bitch. If you don't get the fuck up out of here. You say, hey, Raw B, excellent work. on the binary video. Yes, that was excellent, excellent work. You said, get the fuck out of our chat, okay? Y'all can go ahead and block the nigga. I think I blocked him already, but y'all welcome to block him. You said, and oops, but because that comment got zapped, okay? You said he don't know what he talking about, but saying he wants smoke. Silly ass, bitch ass nigga. Yo, these old ass men, they don't get the fuck out of my face with that shit. He said, nah, Maz, let him rock. Let that old fool get this work, okay? He said, get on the panel, clown. He said, thank you, baby. We are doing the second installment Monday at 12. Yes, I'm very excited about that. I will be working, but I will be listening in and participating as much as I can. You said not a grown man got to resort to name calling when asked for evidence, right? Like I'm saying, I'm like, present the facts, right? Like it's so easy to just present the evidence. If you're so adamant that these things are true, all you got to do is present the evidence. Instead, you want to come up here, you bitch, you hooker, you slut. Like, listen, nigga, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think, okay? Your mom is a bitch. Your mom's a whore. Your mom's a slut. Okay, now we moving on. But where's the fucking evidence at, bitch? Okay? You ain't got that? Oh, okay. Get the fuck out of here then. Get the fuck out of here then, pussy. He said grown folks kept begging me on his panel, but when I saw him bragging about having pretty belts and jackets, I knew it wasn't for me. Okay, child. I'm not surprised at all the way he had his thighs and legs in the air with that lipstick on his motherfucking face. If this bitch ass nigga don't get the fuck out my face, shit. You said not in every color. Yes, she will. She will buy them glitter boots for him in every motherfucking color. Okay. You said, not what's up, bitch. You know, I have to ask her, what's up, bitch? You got it? Where's it? He said, get your banner ready. Yeah, I got it. You know what, y'all? I'm going to go ahead and invest in my StreamYard again so we can start doing that again. And especially for the Surviving series, because I really want to use a lot of bells and whistles and stuff for that. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and invest in StreamYard again. But I wasn't using it enough to really invest in it like that. So, but now, yeah, I might as well go ahead and do it, child. You said, do you have the evidence or not? Exactly. Like, if not, shut the fuck up, because I don't give a fuck about that sector shit. You said, ain't no fucking way, okay? You said, Muppet mouth with no teeth, cammed up. Okay, ugly bitch. You said, peace, Queen Raw B. You said, peace, Chakra King. What's up, nobody cares? You said, let me red ball. I just seen something. Okay. You said his camera slipped. He looked crazy. Child. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and y'all have full permission to use that shit, okay? Because the stupid nigga wanted to hit my link and cam up. So now we're going to go ahead and use that shit against this bitch, okay? I want to see how many memes come out this week behind that shit. You said, see the way he cuss out the beef sector women? Yeah, he think I'm going to sit there and let him talk to me like that. No, you bitch ass nigga. Do you have the fucking evidence or no? If not, get the fuck out of here, bitch. I don't give a fuck about what you think about me being a hooker. A hooker. Like, I ain't heard that since the 80s, y'all. Shit. You said, get him, spot him. You said, drop that bitch. Word. Drop down, bitch. You said geriatric fool. Okay, don't make no goddamn sense. You said fool judge the whole sector, right? Like, you said he still lives with his mother, too. No. Well, that's why he knows so much about people being hookers and hoes and sluts, because that's what his mother is, right? Allegedly. Okay, so either way. I did hear that his mama had him because she, from a John, okay? But I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard, okay? I did hear through the grapevine that he was conceived the same way Breaking the Culture was conceived, okay? Where his mother was a hoe and got fucked by a John and got left by a John, okay? That's what I heard about his daddy, okay? Yeah, that's what I heard, okay? But you said, I heard that gummy fool can't even walk. He's got bigger issues than being super invested in this YouTube shit, okay? Don't get the fuck out of here with that shit. You said, hey, Vici, you said, yeah, you got him triggered. He about to do a live on you. Enjoy the promo, okay? Make sure y'all subscribe to Black Lounge Podcast, okay? Because I don't give a fuck what that nigga said. Like I said, that is free promo for me, okay? Because I do not watch that nigga. You said, Shocking Raw Black facts, and ain't no beef sector over there. His channel dead. He goes after women. Right, exactly. Well, let him go after women, okay? Because he's a bitch-made nigga, and he damn sure would never want to see me in real life. So, that's just that. You said, child, I left and came back to a camera slip. What the fuck just happened? Girl, he came up here looking like somebody's gremlin. You said, very true. He gonna find out, okay? You said, Brixton, woo. You said, he sounds bitter as fuck. Fuck him, okay? You said, hey, eyes. You said, he's a chi-chi woman hater, okay? Always. You said, damn, I don't know what's up with my shits. I adores you. No problem, damn my opinion. I did hear you, though, so I don't know why you didn't hear me. You said, we don't like you, sir. Okay, ma'am. We're going to start calling him ma'am. You said, hi, Bernice. And what's up, eyes? I do appreciate you. You said, he's lucky the sector don't give him a funeral, okay? He ain't even worth the time, child. You said, he was being so racist. Part 2 is coming tomorrow at noon. Very, very racist. Extremely racist, guys. And she was able, all of them were able to like really literally articulate what a lot of us wanted to say. And I was so shocked at what I was experiencing with that I couldn't even find the words, right? I did do a video of following up on it, but I still couldn't put into words what I really wanted to say. And I really, really appreciated these ladies yesterday having that conversation because it was so necessary. So make sure you guys go over and check that out and make sure that you guys are subscribed as well. You gotta cam up for me so I can see who you are first before I let you up because I've never seen you. Nope, you gotta cam up. I can't see you. I don't know who you are and I don't have a banner to put up, so I still don't see you. So we're gonna count to 5, and if I don't see you, I'm gonna kick you from the back. Are you gonna show me yourself? Because I can't see you. All right. Well, yeah. That person wanted to come in here and try to porn bomb somebody or something because I told them to cam up. They cammed up, but in the dark, they didn't want to be seen. And so therefore, I'm not letting you up on the panel. I've never seen anybody named Geisha Sword before. So I don't know who that is, but you got to come correct around here, baby. We don't play that porn bombing. You said, thank you, love. You said, he sounds stupid, Raw. How dare he, okay? You said, he used to being on the wrong side of history. Her story, that's par for the course. The crazy part is the sector he claims don't claim him. We use him as a pawn, do boy. Okay, that's what's up. That's good to know. You said dude was eating his pimps or popping cereal. Okay. You said, wait, what I left for a little while, ZX was there? Just for a second, he cammed up and thought he was going to talk shit and call me a whore and all this other shit. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Do you have the evidence of us putting people's social security numbers out here? If you don't, then bitch, shut the fuck up. But that's just that. Okay. You said, don't worry, my camera isn't working. Oh, okay. That was you? Okay. I didn't realize that. All right. Well, come up with your name because I didn't know that was you, girl. You said, wait, I left for a little while. Okay. ZX was here. You said, facts, they hate his ass over there. Isn't that a damn shame? You said he was looking for content, make a change. Okay. Yeah. So he's been banned. Okay, here she go. Girl, I didn't know that was you.
Yes.
I was like, Geisha Sword. Who the fuck is that? We ain't playing these games today. What's up, girl? What's up?
I know everybody say that. They be like, Geisha Sword, wait a minute.
Who is that?
About that life.
Okay, now I understand. Now I get it.
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
I had put some links for you in the chat. I'm going to email them to you because I have links on ZX from like 2-3 years ago. Like ZX always.
So we can do this right now. Let's talk about him now because I ain't going further than today to talk about this.
Okay. Let me
okay. And then you can present whatever you want to me, girl. You said facts, living life. You said raw B. You got your 8 hours of PTO now, darling. You said he wanted to fight. He will do a forever stream talking crazy in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lame ducked off dude. You said he was begging for Kerry to hit his link for what? Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm going to this one video because I think I actually had the footage in here.
You want me to play this one?
Hold on. I'm gonna show you this one because I don't want you to have to scrub through. Like it's a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
like,
yeah, see, that was like an hour long. I'm gonna put that up though. I'm probably gonna look at it when I'm finished.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
all right, let me present this.
This is when me and this lady Diamond Ring Dory had went over to his platform when he was trying to work with Reality Is Not Cyberspace, Coco, and just Kimmy, and we had a whole conversation over there, and he tried to like flip that shit around and turn it on Deirdre and whatever else, and then what is it in these comments? The comments was crazy too. Shakira King was there too. Like, yo, the shit is real. Like, it's so crazy. Let me see.
Okay. I see Pretty Chocolate Girl was there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tiff said you speak strong words, but you have a weak mind. Have a nice day. Tiff love. Shout out. Salute, sis.
The volume is down real low.
Loop over here using other folks' reason ad libs from the beef sector all the way down to the I put myself on mute. This is the mentality.
I put myself on mute, been in the beef sector.
And Queen's Court was like, I can assure you we don't know anything about the beef sector or who says what, but I could tell you none of those common statements are common.
I've been on mute, been in the beef sector for a long time because this particular video, when was this video from? This video is from...
That's 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to pull the exact date. You know, I like to put exact dates.
If you scroll over, if you like, put your mouse over the 2 years part, it should tell you. There it is.
Thank you. September 14th, 2021. So while y'all was in the middle of dealing with the bullshit with, the AFWs and everything else, Grown Folks TV been running around causing havoc and chaos and everything else. Like, I got wild videos on this nigga. This nigga, I'm gonna just send you the video so you could pull out what you need to, because I don't remember each and every portion of it. But this nigga been running around these sectors with women. He was harassing Fi Babe. He was harassing Gigi Darling. He's been harassing 7 Stars. Yes, Shaq Rat King was like, that's a throwback. I remember. Yes, okay. Like, he was harassing 7 Stars. Gigi Darling and him had a little kerfuffle. They were kind of, I don't know, being friends, and he thought it was more, and she moved on to the next nigga. Like, it was a whole bunch of shit going on. Just Kimmy and him had a thing. Just Kimmy built up his channel, and then he shitted on her and stole all the money, wanted to give her like $30 fucking for all the work that she did. Like, he's a fucking asshole. Yes, $30 damn because he don't got no money. Then I try to let bygones be bygones. A couple of months ago, I had pulled up on a panel for him. He was doing a show with VS, and then Thel pulled up on a panel with him. He was trying to do a panel about Black men, and then he turned around and talked shit on us too. Like, he's just an old man that's like lonely and shit. And there are plenty of videos with him, glitter boots, sparkles, rainbows, lipstick, doing too fucking much.
I have definitely seen some questionable videos about him. So, yeah, I mean, when I first heard about him, I thought he was a respectable person, right? Just based off of the way he was presenting himself. But then it didn't take long for me to see, you know what I'm saying, that he ain't my cup of tea. And that's just where I was with it. And then when I started seeing, everybody started talking about how he was standing up for anti-Afro and shit, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I know this nigga ain't my type. So, girl, child, he ain't even worth the energy. But yeah, I appreciate that, because I will definitely be going to look at that stuff. I'm definitely going to look at this one.
Yes, he's not shit. And he like legitimately already, what I tell you, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because he doesn't have any content and he doesn't have anything to talk about.
Right. And we don't talk about him because we don't know him over here. We don't give a fuck what his thoughts are. He said, looking like a 70s sitcom dad. Okay. He said, well, you don't know shits. Okay. He said, to be the beautiful Bernice, not the hat tilted to the side. Okay. This is the video you just gave me, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I put it back there. I'm gonna go through, because on my channel now, I've had this particular channel for a few years. So there's some videos I had put on private, but I will be going through and unprivating them. Because this is the thing. This nigga goes around to different sectors, starting up shit, trying to get subscribers and clicks and fucking views. Like, don't call nobody fucking ugly. You don't have teeth in your mouth. And when a woman pulled up on you in your house, you called the fucking police because you're a whole punk. So let's stop the cap.
Well, that's why I know he don't really want to get to know me in person, because I know he gonna call the police on my motherfucking ass. We just gonna go ahead and let that nigga just rock with his Ben Gay today, okay, bitch, and just stay that way, okay? Stay over there, eat your Jello, sir, okay, and just leave me the fuck alone. You do not want to bark up this tree, sir. Trust me, okay? Ask Anti.
Listen, sir, go back to the hospital. Right, go back to the hospital and show everybody off your ashy ankles and feet in the camera. Stop being stupid. Leave people the fuck alone. Because I actually was just in the clouds. I was like, oh, let me just listen in. I'm cleaning up and doing stuff. And then I see him in your chat fucking going nuts. Like, Nick, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, because I don't care what he's talking about. Somebody was trying to get me to go over there the other day and cuss him out. And I'm like, sure, I don't give a fuck what this nigga talking about. I don't even know him. And even if I did know him, he's not worth the energy. Like, he's just not. Sometimes you gotta let motherfuckers look as stupid as they sound, for real.
And let's just
go ahead.
Let's just call it what it is. He saw what Binary and Shakim did. He sees that MBK has moved on from him and is getting some type of whatever, clout, notoriety, or whatever. And he's trying to do the same. The only thing is he's picking the wrong side of history. Like, maybe you should go through the sector and look at the videos, because even since I've been here in the sector, you guys have done several fucking videos showing the goddamn emails, showing the fucking emails. Like, this lady got D. Darrell in issues at work because she abused her status at her fucking job, told all of his information, and fucking doxed his family. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. Like, he has no idea the plethora of evidence that we have, you know what I'm saying, to counteract anything he could say. So it doesn't matter what you say, sir. Like, the evidence is just out there. It's already there. And the series is going to continue, right? Regardless of whether, you know, people like it or don't like it. She has sent her best fucking minions to me, okay? And every single one of them cannot survive me. Every single one of them. Not a single one of them motherfuckers want any fucking smoke with the pre, okay? So I guess you on that list now, sir.
Right, and like anti-Afro Svengali also was supporting Taz Exclusive when he was trying to re-victimize me through the crime that has been committed against me on social media. So what we talking about for real? Like, people got to shut up and mind their business and stay in their fucking lane, but they wind up living a life that is fucking really haggard and full of fucking poverty, fucking with the wrong type of people. But let me go, honey. Let me go. Because I don't like that shit. Don't come over here fucking with the people in this sector. They ain't bothering none of you motherfuckers. The shit is so fucking ridiculous. And I've been being real quiet, and I've been really trying to keep my thoughts to myself. There's enough shit going over here in this motherfucking sector. Ain't nobody asked for none of you motherfucking outsiders to be trying to come over here at 20 to 10, fucking taking the stories and the truth for fucking liars, taking what liars say as fucking truth and face fucking value. Do your fucking research.
Yeah, facts. And shout out to you, Raw. I do appreciate you coming up and hitting the chat today. So yeah, guys, this is, and for whoever is a part of that man's sector, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I can tell y'all is tell that man to present the truth. Present the evidence. Don't talk shit, yelling, screaming, having a heart attack, talking shit. Just fucking put the evidence out there. Okay, just put that shit out there. Okay, because that's what we do over here. We most definitely will provide you with links. We will provide you with actual facts, and we will leave you to yourself to look it up. We ain't going to give it to you the way we wanted to give it and, you know, leave this out and leave that out. We're going to hand you all the evidence yourself, and you can go look at it for yourself and come to your own conclusions, okay? This is what we do because we are grown folks over here. We are actual grown people over here, and we don't play them motherfucking games of somebody playing in our face, you know, and saying one thing and really is something else. We don't play them type games, okay? We expect you, and there is a command over here for actual evidence of something, and that's just what it is. If you don't have that shit, kick fucking rocks, and that's just it. And you know, to understand our sector, you need to understand we ain't got no pussy motherfuckers over here at all, okay? We don't give a fuck about that shit talking, that yelling and screaming, and you're a hoe, you're a bitch, you're a slut. Your mommy's a hoe, your daddy's a bitch, your grandma's a slut. We don't fucking care, okay? But at the end of the day, if you can't back up what the fuck you're saying, you can get the fuck up out of here, okay? We don't respect that shit, at all. We don't respect motherfuckers that just like to lie and present narratives and say whatever they want. We don't have no respect for motherfuckers like that, okay? We don't give a fuck what sector you from, who's in your sector, or any. Jesus could be part of your fucking sector, and I wouldn't give a fuck, okay? If you're not actually presenting actual facts that are tangible for me, that I can actually look at and be like, oh, okay, this is what really happened, then you can get the fuck out my face with that shit. And that's on God. That's on God. You said the fact that Afro had a faithful team of 1,000+ viewers consistently a few years ago that have now dwindled to now 50 to 100 is all you need to know. The fact that she used to have community walls with hundreds and hundreds of likes on them, and now she might get 10 or 15 people to like a community post at the most, that speaks volumes about her. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. You said Sugar Spice. Yeah, let me go back to Sugar Spice content. You said I was in ZX chat telling him how he was showing spewing his ignorance, like he don't know our sector history at all. He blocked me. I mean, clout chasing gone wrong. Of course he gonna block you because you're going against whatever he's trying to present as fact. And I don't know why he's doing that, right? Other than, he done fell into this same shit that the rest of these bitch ass niggas on the AFWs have done. That's the only thing I can fucking think of at this point, right? He said he's always been on the wrong side of history. He's auditioning to be a flying monkey for the AFWs. He's doing an excellent job. And yes, he will most definitely fit in with all them bitch-made niggas right over there. He most definitely will fit in with them. He said he was trying to tell people his jackets are designer, but they didn't fit in. He said the outsiders are trying to come and disrupt shit, child. And it ain't going to work. That's just what that is. He said it's funny because they don't like this sector, but he found his way over here. Right, exactly. Like you breaking your neck to come and talk to me in my chat. Sir, when have you ever seen me drop down in your chat? When have you ever seen me do that? Never. Because I don't watch you, sir. Like, I literally don't watch you. You say he looked like Death himself. Okay, child? Knocking on Death's door and shit, trying to hit my goddamn link. Fuck out of here, bitch. You said, exactly. You said, and you might impress someone with a Burberry suit, but not a belt. Okay? You said, God damn. Okay. You said facts. You said facts, Vici. Everyone knows she's off key. Exactly. Even the beef sector is picking that shit up. Like, they don't know her. And some people are like, yeah, I've heard of her before. I know of some things about her. I know Olivia the Oracle had heard about her through D. Durrell, because she has a history with D. Durrell. And she heard about some stuff that was going on with Anti. But I guess all of this is finally putting all those puzzle pieces completely together. You know what I'm saying? That, whatever they missed, they're now picking up. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about it. And it's more than just Durrell talking about it, right? He says she must have sent him some cash apps. Must have, child. He needs something to get that water back on in there. Okay. I heard the man water off. I heard it's been off for years. I heard he be getting his water from his neighbor's house. Okay, child? Shit. You said keep him blocked. He is dead. Okay. You said if Grown Folks joins AFW, Remix can finally have his outfit challenge. Child! And his hair shaking challenge, girl. You said propane. You said T-Pre. So you coming out of retirement? LOL. These niggas maybe come out of retirement for a little while, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and put my little retirement drinks and retirement stuff on the shelf for a few weeks so we can go ahead and rebury these anti-fraud warriors again, okay? Because clearly these motherfuckers done came back from the dead, and we're going to have to go in and do an exorcism on these motherfuckers and put these bitches all the way out there, in the witch's field, okay? We're going to have to put them down there in the witch's grave, okay? We're going to have to put them away for good into the abyss, okay? That's what we're going to have to do. Because apparently they trying to rewrite history and rewrite themselves and recreate themselves. And we're going to go ahead and add Grown Folks to that shit as well. So, yeah, you know what? I said I'm probably not going to talk about him after today, but I don't know. I think I might just do a series on this bitch made nigga, okay? We might go ahead and do a deep dive on this nigga, okay, and find out what's going on. So for those of y'all that want to send me the information, most definitely send me those links. Send them, okay? Because we're going to go ahead and do a nice little, deep dive of history into this bitch made nigga and find out what the fuck we dealing with out here, okay? Since motherfuckers want me to come out of retirement out this bitch, okay? I think that's what we going to do. And I think he don't understand who the fuck T Pre is, but I think he gonna find out who the fuck T Pre is, and he gonna want to be my friend by the end of this shit, okay? And by the end of this shit, he gonna want to be my best friend, okay? My best friend, that's what he gonna want to be. But child, no. We're going to go ahead and do us a nice deep dive on you, and we're going to go ahead and talk about you, and we'll make this part of the AFW series, okay? That'll probably be towards the end of the series, okay? Because you are irrelevant, sir, okay? You're not really important, but since you want to hop up in here into the lion's den, then we'll go ahead and give you a couple of bones, okay? We'll go ahead and hand you that. All right. You said Miss Things. You said, hey, Propane. Appreciate you, Vici, always for being in the building. He said, meow, meow. He said, ignore him. He wants attention and content. Oh, we don't mind that. I don't mind giving him a little bit of attention and a little bit of content. He can definitely do that. But by the time I get done with him, he's going to be dusting the fucking grave dirt off of his fucking dusty ass. That's what's going to happen because I'm going to bury this bitch nigga. Like, that's what's going to happen. He's going to come back as a ghost, okay? That's what's going to happen. So it's all good. We don't mind him, going live as a ghost, right? For attention and content. We don't mind that. We don't have a problem with that. But we most definitely are in the business of putting niggas in the dirt around here. And that's what we're going to have to do with this bitch made nigga. So we'll go ahead and get into that. But again, make sure y'all go ahead and send me all the tea, honey, okay? All the fucking tea. Chakra King, I know you got all the tea. Send that shit to me. I know Raw B already sending me shit. We're going to go ahead and get this shit popping out this motherfucker, okay? But either way, guys, I'm actually about to end the show. Ghost Folks TV, that's what he going to be from now on, child, okay? We're going to make that nigga Space Ghost TV from coast to coast. That's what the fuck we're going to name this nigga, okay? Because we not playing with this bitch made nigga, okay? You say he already walking around looking like a ghost without teeth, okay? Shit, child. We're going to have to make this worse, child, okay? Shit, child. He really don't want to smoke with the Pre. But I think he do want to smoke with me. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a little bit of the run for his money. I'm not going to come out like I was before Grandma Pre, okay? I ain't going to do him like that, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and give this nigga a little bit of work, okay? Because apparently he wants to meet T Pre. So we're going to go ahead and let him meet T Pre, okay? Grandma Pre. We're going to let him get Grandma Pre, okay? Not Henny Pre. Okay, we ain't gonna give him Henny Pre. We're gonna give him Grandma Pre, okay? But Grandma Pre ain't no joke either, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and give him that and see how the fuck he deals with that. And, let him come back as Ghost Folks TV and talk all the shit he wants. It's all good. We don't really care. You said, let's go, T Pre, get him. You know it. You know it. All right, y'all. So we are out of here. I definitely appreciate y'all for being in the building. Just a little bit of a recap. The AFW Surviving Series will be coming out on July 20th. You guys, I do have at least 4 interviews already set up. I've got some other ones that are in the making. And anybody else that is interested in either interviewing with me, you are welcome to interview with me. We can do a private interview if you want to, and I can upload that. Or we can do a conversation on the phone, and I can upload that conversation. If you want to be anonymous and you want to just tell your story, I can do that as well for you without you having to, tell the story. I can retell your story for you. Whatever you would like to do, just let me know. Make sure you email me at lovinglife7842@gmail.com so we can get this popping, guys, okay? But I appreciate all of you for being in the building. Make sure y'all do hit the like button on the way out. And guys, I will talk to y'all soon. And peace, guys. Thank y'all again for watching. I am going to play the AFW Survivor Series trailer on the way out. Peace, guys. Thank y'all for watching.